In this class, we will have a detailed understanding of for versus while loop. So what we are going to understand is when to use a for loop and when to use a while loop in a very detailed way. To understand this concept, what I have done is I have taken the logic from our previous lab program, which is sum of series of positive numbers. So the same logic I have taken and I have presented here, only the logical part. I'm not going to explain the logic again in this class because the detailed discussion of this program was already done in our previous lab program session. So I'll just have a quick recap of the concept. So what this while loop is going to do is initially the value of the number is initialized to 0, and every time it is going to check whether the value of the number is greater than or equal to 0, means whether the number is positive or not. And every time we come into this loop, we are going to add the existing value of sum with the number that is given by the user, and where the user is going to give the number, so the user is going to provide the number, the value for the number here in this scanf within this loop. So this we have already discussed and we have executed this program. Now this is the case where it is highly professional to use a while loop. Why? Because in this case, we are not sure that how many times the loop is going to iterate. So as we have already discussed at this point several times, when to use a for loop. So the use of for loop is professional whenever we strongly know that this particular loop is going to iterate for n number of times, or 10 number of times, or 100 number of times, or 7 number of times. Whenever we are sure that this particular loop is going to iterate for certain number of times for sure, in that case it is a best practice and a professional practice to use for loop. But here in this case where this while loop, we are not sure that this while loop is going to iterate for n number of times or specific number of times. Every time we are going to execute this program, it is how many times this loop is going to iterate is totally dependent upon the number of times the user is going to provide positive numbers. He may provide a positive number only once, or the user may provide a positive number for 100 number of times. So it is totally dependent and we are not sure how many times this loop is going to iterate. So that is the case where it is professional to use while loop. Now, can we write the same program using for loop? Yes, we can write the same program which is written in the while loop can be written by using a for loop. So how to write that? So let's go on to this part where I've written the same logic by using a for loop. So I didn't mention any, the body of the loop is not mentioned because it is same as that the logic that we have used in that while loop. Now, what is that which is missing in this entire first statement is, as we know that a first statement is going to have three statements: the initialization part and the conditional part and the incrementation part. But can we avoid those statements? Yes, we can avoid the statements based upon the requirement. So in our case, we don't need the initialization to be done in this for loop. So what I have done is I have avoided that initialization statement. So the very important point that you need to understand is the statements in the for loop can be avoided. It is not mandatory to provide all the statements in every case. As the initialization is also not required, means for every iteration the value of the number should not be incremented, and we don't know how many times that incrementation or decrementation has to be done. So that is the case. So that is the reason why we are avoiding this initialization part which is not required. Try to understand that. So the statements within the for loop can be avoided based upon the requirement. So here we are avoiding this initialization part and also we are avoiding the incrementation part of the for loop. Now, which one is looking more professional? As the requirement is only for the conditional part which looks good in the while loop, so it is professional to use a while loop, and it does not look good to use a for loop which is not having these initialization and incrementation part. And if you avoid this part, these statements are called as null statements. as we are not having any statements, this part is what we call it as a null statement, as we are using this semicolon. And similarly here, this is also called as a null statement. So this is how we can execute the logic, the same logic by using the for loop. So the execution can be done, but here we are avoiding certain statements by using a for loop. So it looks professional by using a while loop in comparison with this statement. So now the immediate question, and these kind of understanding will help you a lot while writing the while participating in the coding competitions, and also while writing the examinations related to your placements. So that's it for this video, and the immediate doubt that you're going to get is, can we avoid this conditional statement also? Means all the three statements can be avoided? Yes. All the three statements within the for loop can be avoided. In such case, that loop is called as infinite loop. So the detailed understanding about the infinite loops we are going to cover in our next video. So that's it for this video. See you in the next class.